Hi everyone, welcome to M Talks. This is Nikhil Mani.
This is Bibin and Nikhil.
Bibi, how's it going? How are you doing?
Doing great, Nikhil. How about you?
I'm good, man. Pretty good week. Came back from a small trip with some friends and enjoyed the sun.
Out of country, right?
Out of country technically, but still part of the
Still
country.
part of the country. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's always good to have some vacations, free time.
Yeah. The only person that's not happy about me going on vacation is my wife.
That's not that good.
But that's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah. But this is what actually we talk about a lot of mindsets, things in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the area if you are a business owner, you don't need to be talking to anybody to get permission for vacation.
That's true.
When you're coming back, only you need to pay attention how to discuss this with wife if you're not taking her with you.
That's true. Yeah, but this is more of a friends thing. It was a subsidized ticket. It is what it is. Anyways, but yeah, listen. Based on our last conversation about tax planning, though, I had a couple. I left a little bit of questions regarding some stuff. I think that our listeners can maybe get a benefit from knowing, and you being part of this industry and kind of advising people already on this, I just wanted to ask a couple of questions. So first of all, I wanted to figure out, if there is any other product other than a 401k that people can use.
In the sense of what? There's a lot of products outside available.
No, so for example, now, if somebody has an existing 401k, obviously you can't move out of that. You obviously just keep that one 401k, right?
Correct.
But let's say you changed jobs and you have an old 401k that you haven't rolled over into this new 401k. What other options do people have instead of just rolling it over into their current 401k that makes more sense from your perspective?
That's a great question, Nikhil. I got a call the other day. I was talking about the same topic. So we went a little bit over it. So he actually was our subscriber, was asking about this topic. I've been waiting for it. I would like to know more about it, and you made up that question here. So thank you for that, bringing up.
I didn't know about this, by the way, guys. There was just...
Yeah, actually, I set up a time with him to go over this, but we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Okay.
So the other than 401k, related with 401k, the people who are lesser than 15 and a half years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely there is one of the three criteria we need to meet if we need to touch our 401k. So basic idea is actually we need to get detached with the current employer or current contract. Contract need to be broken. So what will be the ideal way of doing that is actually if you're moving out to another employer, your current contract is already broken, then you will be able to touch the money. Or you are 15 and a half years old. Not every employers does that, allow you to touch the money, but technically, legally, you are able to touch your 401k money. You can touch your money 15 and a half years old.
You're saying this is when you're 59 and a half or after you're 59 and a half?
After 15 and a half.
So you're saying that you can touch your old 401k money?
No, the current 401k also you'll be able to move out.
That's true. Okay, got it. Okay.
But
your old 401k you can't touch before you're 59 and a half.
No, you cannot take the money out. You
out.
can take the money out, obviously.
But you're paying a 10% penalty for early withdrawal. You're paying taxes as income tax for that year.
Exactly. The tax will be there forever.
Right.
And the penalty will be the extra burden
10% penalty.
10% penalty will come if you touch that before 15 and a half.
Now, from a real estate perspective, that's where you can kind of avoid paying that 10% penalty that people should know about is that, if you have a 401k or old 401k that's having money, you will not pay 10% penalty if you withdraw for it for a qualified purchase of a home. If it's a single family home or your first time home where you're going to be residing, you can take money out of your 401k to put into that purchase. And that you would pay taxes on it at the end of the year as income because it adds to your income, but you don't lose the 10% penalty. Just as a side note, I wanted to let people know that.
That's a wonderful coincidence, though. I meant to ask you about that because remember I mentioned about my cousin in New York would like to invest some money on Airbnb.
Yeah.
So he actually bring up the same situation yesterday. Yesterday evening, late evening. So the same question I meant to ask you today. and you brought up today. That's wonderful. So yeah, the question was like, if you have all 401k and if you're using the money for any real estate purchase, like a primary home or something, do we get any benefits from the penalty side?
Yeah.
And it is.
You do 100%. You can withdraw it if you have even $1 million, and if you would pay $100,000 in penalty, you don't if you're putting it towards real estate.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Not the tax.
Tax you always have to pay.
Right, only penalty.
Penalty will be
Great.
which is a huge taxes you're going to pay anyways. You pay now, you pay next when you retire. That's not going to be a problem.
Whenever you touch the money, you're
going to pay taxes. But
now or later.
Having the penalty is the biggest, I think, detractor for people from touching the 401ks. Which it's a good thing for most people that are employed, that that need like systematic like planning for like retirement, stuff like that. Yeah, you shouldn't touch your 401k money. Your 401k money is for your retirement. But if you have multiple 401ks, old 401ks that have money that are not growing the way your active 401k is growing, and you need access to funds to buy a house, then you can access those 401ks without paying a 10% penalty.
Got you. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for that. So to answer your question, to finish it up, if you have to the viewers, if you have a old job, you work with another employer than your current employer, and you have a previous contribution to your 401k or 403b or any other retirement fund, and if you are not working with that employer right now, you will be eligible to move the money out. Don't cash out. You have to pay 10% penalty if you are 59 and younger than 59 and a half. Also, tax will come. If you are younger than 59 and a half, you still be able to roll over the money. There is a lot of vehicles outside available. You can get a proper growth on that money. So if you have money out there sitting with the old 401k or any other retirement fund, this is the time. Get in touch with us. We'll be able to help you, or touch with anybody that is professionals. We'll be able to help you with that money, how to plan it properly. So here...
but back to the conversation though. So what are the products like?
So what is the one product I would suggest for the retirement fund or the 401k? This is all like a tax deferred bucket, right? So once you put money, pre-tax money, you need to follow the same track forever until you cash out.
Mm-hmm.
So the easy way for us to move the money out will be an annuity. Annuity will be the best option. There's different types of annuities, like fixed annuities, variable annuities, or index annuities, and even inside those annuities also there's several divisions, like immediate annuity or multi-year fixed annuities or guaranteed annuities. There's a lot of annuities.
Mm-hmm.
But annuity will be one of the vehicle you can move the money out, or you can grow properly as a retirement without giving penalty.
Right.
So that will be the one of the vehicle. We definitely will be talk about down the line about annuities. It's a wonderful vehicle out there where, without disturbing your 401k status or the current status, without disturbing your the retirement fund, you will be able to move it out and grow it in a proper way. But make sure it has to grow in the right place. That is the only even though it's annuity, double check what kind of annuity, where the money will be invested. It might be in a variable market again, so it's going to grow similar to 401k. So you have to make sure which strategy you are moving the money out. That is the only thing you need to pay attention. Yeah, but there is services available. Annuity will be one of the options. So by saying that, like a lot of people outside, so recently I did had a conversation with one of my friend who's a nurse, still works as a nurse. So he was telling, like, I do have an old 401k, I don't know what to do. When I heard about you talking on M Talks about the retirement fund, so I would like to talk about it. And I said, yeah, no worries, we can sit one day, maybe we'll sit on the weekend or something. And he said, no, not only me, like I do have like a lot of coworkers, so from healthcare. So a lot of healthcare, especially nurses and IT people, they jump around a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they move around a lot with the new employers. So
especially new ones, because they don't have pension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So absolutely, that's one great point.
Mm-hmm.
So older generation, they stay with I personally know 38 years same employer.
Yeah.
32 years, same employer. 27 years, same employer.
Mm-hmm.
And I met recently one of my friend's uncle. He's also accounting side though. So he said, I was with this company since I came this country.
Wow.
Like 40 plus years
Mm-hmm.
with the same employer, and he's retiring. So previous generation does that because they were relying on pension, which is right thing they're supposed to be doing. But now without pension, you have to move around. If you're looking for pay increase,
Yeah, that's a different conversation for another day. But yeah, if you're looking for appropriate compensation for your work per hour effort that you put into your work, then if you don't look to move on a consistent basis, you're probably not being paid market value. Like with anything, if you stay somewhere at some position, yeah, they'll give you a raise and they'll give you benefits. They'll keep you interested and they'll keep you in the thing. But if you look out in the market, you'll be guaranteed almost always to make more money. But the security will not be there, right? That's the difference.
There's one more thing to add on to that. Remember, our main topic is mindset, right?
Right.
Not a lot of people is ready to change.
Right.
So
Well, that's true. And
a
then,
lot of people don't want to change.
That's true. But then, like we know people that do change, and we know, and they make a lot of money just because they're getting paid market value and they know that they were being underpaid.
Exactly.
So like I'll give you an example. I have a family member that is consistently looking for opportunities. He stays at a job for like a year and a half, and he's usually kind of like getting a promotion at that time, and then he's trying to switch because in that promotion he might not make the same amount of money that he would at a different company.
Exactly.
So that's, anyways, sorry, I just wanted to kind of
No, that's just the right thing. Like a lot of people is not ready to move because of the change, the mindset. We need to start from scratch again. New people. Somebody. It's funny. Somebody was telling me one day about changing. So she's a healthcare worker, a nurse. She was telling, "Oh, I used to with driving the same road. It's easy to get there. I don't want to take highway."
Yeah.
Several reasons people are not ready to change.
That's
but
true.
Whoever does change,
they see the benefits. They see the benefits, and I think in the last couple of years, people have done that just because of COVID.
Because of COVID, healthcare itself, the travel nurses is making good money.
Crazy money. Like nurse practitioner, nurse anesthetist money. Like that's crazy for nurses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I do know, a nurse actually nearby hospital. She and her entire family moved back to India. So she's a nurse, and there are three kids. They moved back to India. They got settled there. During the COVID time, she got an opportunity to come back as a travel nurse through an agency. So she came here. She working 2 hospital, 2 full time. 3 days, 6 days she's working. They sold all the house and everything here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was staying with her cousin and working 6 days for straight 3 months. Went back, and do you know what she said? Paid off the house there. A brand new house paid off in India.
That's crazy.
So this industry was paying crazy. Yeah. I mean, still there's a lot of shortage.
Yeah, COVID was definitely a catalyst for a lot of I think pay scale increases for a lot of otherwise traditional pay structures. In the sense like healthcare, I know like in a lot of our respiratory friends, nurse friends, they all started making more money. In fact, initially they weren't, and then they see the travel nurses making and travel respiratories making money, and then they kind of like unite, and then they talk to the director, and then things happen. I know some therapists that make a really good income now, right? Like very, very good income.
But this is all like a very short time. I don't know. It's gonna prolong for a long time.
Well, I mean, it's fixed now, right? So like from the now till the near future, this is the minimum scale. Right, you're not going to
shortage because of shortage.
Because of shortage, yeah. But also, there's not anybody in bedside nursing, right? So like
everybody's moving
out of bedside nursing. So there's a huge shortage in bedside nursing in itself.
So let me put this: if you're looking for a business opportunity, the bedside,
start a bedside nursing agency and figure out a way to get nurses in
everywhere, like a business opportunity everywhere, any industry. Just need to be...
If you're able to... Yeah, there's problems to solve in every industry, every like 5-year basis, right? Like, because things change, there's a progression of culture that happens, progression of technology that happens, a progression of mindset that happens for people, right? And so, and also, the boomer generation is kind of like, we are right now, I think, towards the decline of the boomer generation. Everybody's kind of starting to pull out, like they want to retire, and
Gen Z is coming up.
Yeah, so and Gen Zs don't want to do a lot of the traditional like bedside nursing work. Like, I mean, I'm specifically talking with nursing just because of what we are surrounded with, friends who are nurses and stuff like that. Our age group, millennials who are working as nurses, now get to take an advantage. They're able to kind of demand more money for their services because they can, because they're few.
They have demand now
and far between. Yeah.
So it's always demand and supply.
Anyways, going back to the 401k conversation. So other than annuities, is there any? So I just also want to specify, like, when Bibin's talking about this, see, when you have an old 401k, you can't fund that account anymore. So there's no benefit other than keep maintaining that account, right? That's why most people just automatically put it into their new 401ks. So most people that are educated about it, they don't know that they could put it into an annuities account that they can start funding as well. So theoretically, you could have 2 buckets within the tax deferred status that you can start funding for your retirement.
Exactly.
So if you're a person that has that kind of income and wants to be like, and doesn't want to be getting into the entrepreneurial world and just wants to be an employee and kind of like ride that chain, the best strategy for you, if you have that kind of disposable income, is to have an annuities account that you're able to actively manage.
The previous 401k.
Yeah, you're able to transfer your previous 401k.
To add on to that,
yeah,
not all annuities will let you put contributions.
Oh, gotcha.
There are majority of them is actually single premium annuities.
Okay.
It has to be flexible premium annuities. So if you have that in mind, if you wanted to go that route, then make sure you pay attention where you put.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, come and talk to a professional like Bibin about these things. But that was a question I wanted to ask. What was the other question I had for you? Why do people need to use annuities when they hit that 59.5 number or when they're looking to retire? Why not just leave their money in their 401k?
So the main reason will be market fluctuations, right? So if every product has to fall into some strategies. So there was mainly 3 major strategies: fixed, variable, index. The product what we choose, we need to understand which strategy they're using.
Mm-hmm.
So take an example by talking about 401k. 401k fall into variable. So if variable market is the money is going in, that simply means when the market goes up, your money growing. That's a good news.
Mm-hmm.
But when the market crashes, you lose money. Is there any problem with that? No. This is how it works. The bigger problem is actually people don't know how it works, and they keep putting money. And if we don't know how this things works and we expect something, we're looking for an answer or we're looking for a better result, and this is not capable to give you that result you're looking for, then we're screwed up.
Well, you get frustrated.
You get frustrated, and we need money rest of the life, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, we're screwed up. We don't know what to do.
Okay.
So to understand where your money growing is the key. The knowledge is the key. And end of the day, right?
Okay. So, but let me ask you. So, what if people say, "Look, but I don't understand any of this. Can you manage this for me?"
Absolutely. There are professionals will be available to manage this. If you want to know any of those questions, please reach out to us, put some comments, or GM us directly, so we will be able to provide you services or the help what you're looking for.
Connect you to the right people.
Exactly. So what other area you mentioned was 59.5. Why we need to think about it, right? So 59.5 is a milestone where you can access your 401k money or retirement fund without the penalty.
Right.
Not all the companies, but if your companies or your employer is letting you do that, do the right away, do something about it. The reason we need to move the money out from the variable market. The reason,
especially when you're closer to retirement.
Exactly. So if you're a 59.5 or 60 plus,
mm-hmm.
So this is the right moment. But if your employer let you touch the money, and also to the previous knot. Even you rolled over your money or previous 401k to your current 401k, you can still take the money out from your current 401k.
The old money.
The old money.
Not the new money.
Not the current one. You had 100,000 for example, and currently you're starting with a new company, you have a 5,000 there.
Right.
So you rolled over the previous 100,000 to your current 5,000. Together it's 105,000. You can still touch the 100,000, move out from your 401k
without any issues.
Without any issue, but not all the account. There are some, the thrift savings plan like TSP. Basically, the federal government offers those account. Once you put it in, you cannot touch. You cannot take out.
You can't take it out.
Yeah, before 15.5. So other than that, majority, I would say 90+% of the accounts you will be able to move out the money.
Got it.
So do something about it. So don't let your money remain in the variable market. If it's in the bull market, yeah, of course. But who knows when the market crash?
Right. And I mean, and for young people, like if you want to have multiple products, and if you have an old 401k sitting around, that you really don't actively do anything with. It's just automatically just sitting there following the pre-selection of whatever growth and
what do you get to chance to choose, like medium, high, or low
medium,
risk,
low risk, right?
or
like
no risk, put it in the money market,
right?
That's it.
So if you want to have an account like an annuity account that you can transfer this money to, you can't touch this, but you can contribute more money into it if you have a variable premium, right? Is it what's it called? Flexible. So if you have like a flexible annuity account that you can keep putting money in, like maybe it's something to think about. But these are all tax deferred strategies. These are all coming under tax deferred strategy.
Even Roth IRA also you can move into the same status. Roth money will be still growing tax free if you're moving from Roth IRA.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Into annuities?
Correct.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
It's also possible. There's a lot of things possible. I mean, everything is available basically in the market. Only thing we need to find the right thing.
Yeah, but even just like the general knowledge of this, I don't think is available to most people.
No.
I mean, you can look for it. You can easily find it probably online. But I think us talking about it might like bring it into people's attentions that I think would take advantage of it. Especially people that are near towards the end of their careers and looking to retire, or like within the next 5 to 10 years, especially in this market right now. Like every prediction is that we're in a recession, or we're in a recession already, and the prediction is that we're going to be in a recession and we're going to be in a bear market for a while. So if that's the case, like this is the right time to kind of like get your stuff out, whatever vested money you have, transfer it over to an annuities account. Yeah, you're still putting it into a market, but now you can maybe put it into a different strategy, like keep it in an index strategy or something like that, where your money doesn't go down, your money just goes up when you get returns. So I think if you have any questions, obviously please comment and let us know. Reach out to us on our social medias or our Facebook. But I hope this was helpful for everybody.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening, and so have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.